It's Fatal the Collector.
With statue reviews and lectures, giveaways and raffles that'll leave our followers baffled. Got fearing and got loving with new reviews up in the oven.
So press like, comment, and go ahead get the subbing.
Collecting is a hobby, we do not make it an idol, but on this channel we gon' bring the heat.
That'll let us compete with our rivals.
Tours and conversation in this cool nerds nation. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a convention vacation.
From conversation to cosplay, MCU, DCU.
We got everything for you.
Batman is my favorite, DC.
Marvel is Black Panther, R.I.P. Chad B.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, in any kind of weather, we collecting forever.
Just like, comment, and subscribe to Fatal the Collector.
Nah, it was taken by British soldiers in Benin. But it's from Wakanda, and it's made of vibranium. Don't trip. I'm gonna take it off your hands.
What's up, YouTube? It's Fatal the Collector, and look behind me.
What up, man? Been a couple weeks, y'all, but we back. 9/11, man. So tonight we gonna get into some 9/11 talk, but first we gonna start off, talking about what we've been on the last couple of weeks, and we also gonna show some pictures tonight, talk about some stuff I got in, and then we gonna delve into it of this topic. And in the chat, you can help us out by talking about where were you on 9/11, man. I know where I was at. A few things I can remember where I was at is 9/11, when Prince passed, when Tupac passed, and when Michael Jackson passed. We can talk about that for another show, but tonight, 9/11, man. And it's been for 22 years, 2001. That was rough on our country. But the one thing that it did in America is bring people close together like I had never seen before. And a lot of that is worn off, and a lot of times we at odds with each other in this country. But if you take yourself back to that moment in 9/11 and remember how vulnerable we were at that time, we had to band together as one sound, like one beat of a drum, this entire country. And it was a beautiful thing to see. It came behind tragedy, but I think we can get back to the love that we share for one another. This statue collecting community is one of those places where people of all different backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, and races come together, and we talk about a common theme of collecting. And it's a great thing. So tonight, we're going to get into that because this is, Fatal the Collector and the KoolNerdz. So we're going to talk about that. But on this channel, we don't just keep it to statues. We talk about pop culture all over the place. So without further ado, one of the original KoolNerdz members is back tonight. And I'm so pleased to have him because he's an OG in the collecting game. He's been collecting before all of us. And the Unk is here. And my man, Dante. So here go the panel, y'all. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing, man? Dante, what's been going on, brother?
Chilling, man, chilling. First off, it was great seeing you at the tragic Chicago Bears versus Green Packers game last night.
Absolutely. We had like a quasi-class reunion thing. We saw the game last night.
Yeah, because I missed the first picnic that we had. I was washing, and then you called me like at about 5 p.m. in that night. I'm like, I knew it was something I was supposed to do. I didn't make it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I'm a diehard Bears fan, and it's funny because I made a post on my page about diehard fans and being a diehard fan and a bandwagon fan. For me, to me, it says a lot about your personality when you got that stick-to-itiveness, when you can go through downtimes and you just wait. I'm proud to say I'm from Chicago, and I've seen every professional team win a championship in my lifetime. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I'm not jumping ship, but we'll talk. That's another show. But it was a horrible loss. And me and Dante was together watching it. So it is what it is. But
We
I'm
even
glad.
called the plays before they happened.
Yeah, I know. I'm digging the camera, Dante.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
For
you
sure.
coming in more clear, brother. I'm happy
Yeah.
for that. Yeah,
Yeah, I had to
upgrading
switch
your
up. I
system.
couldn't wait for the laptop no longer, so I had to fix up my camera so it's working.
Great, man.
I'm
Yeah,
only
it was
gonna be
great.
on for a hot second. I gotta get up in the morning.
Yeah, but it was great seeing you yesterday, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Same here.
Redeemer,
What up?
what's been going on? How you doing, man? I know you had an injury.
Yeah, I'm still dealing with it. They told me to get off the sling so that way my bicep won't try to lock on me and all that. But I'm still dealing with it. I'm still doing therapy. It was unfortunate what went down, but praise God, that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Praise God. It could have been worse. I could have been pinned under the car or something like that. But God had his hand over the whole situation, and I'm doing good, and even while I was at home, at least I was able to be home and get some collectibles in and be there for the postman to bring it in. You know what I'm saying? So I turned a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
It said remember in the word of God, it says what the devil meant for evil, God turns it around for good. So I always see the glass half full.
Absolutely,
yes, sir.
Man. I'm glad to see you doing better. You know what I'm saying? I know that you're in a little pain, but we'll get through it, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And last but not least on the panel tonight, Joe Mo, the OG. What's going on, bro? How you doing, sir?
Glad to be back. Glad to talk to you, brothers.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
I know Sasho been having a lot of Star Trek stuff, man. I know you've been tempted. So we got a Trekkie, y'all. If y'all didn't know, Jomo started out with us when we did our first shows, but he a busy man. But I'm so happy to have him back here on Monday night. But he's a Trekkie. I've been to his house, and he also builds remote control cars that are awesome. So we gonna get into that on one of our shows, and he can show you a little bit of his work because he cold with it, man. But without further ado, man, I want to give shouts out to the collecting community, everybody that's here. Yeah. Y'all know. Let me turn on some different music. That's got a groove to it.
Where's that echo coming from?
Yeah. We got late night trip. Dennis Perez. Edwin Diaz.
Yes, sir.
Your vision. Alan Kiefer. Steve Appleton. D Flex 1 F B J Rob Stealth. Can't see him coming. Adam in the collector's table. The everyday collector. Slifer. Yes, sir. It's me, Evan. Figure call. Yeah. Jesse Hernandez. D3 Yeah. How y'all doing, man? Man, I'm glad to be back, man. You know, it's always fun to come back after a little hiatus, man. We don't have to be on YouTube every single day. So turn that background music off. So I'm gonna pop up some pictures for you guys, and we just gonna go through it, man. We gonna share these pictures. Let me see what I got here. Okay, start off with a little something different. Now, how does this look, y'all?
Amazing.
So the wife and I, we didn't get to celebrate. We hung out.
Is this on the anniversary?
Yeah, so we went out Saturday. We had a nice time together, man. You know, when you're married and you're raising children, your time with one another is more limited than when you first get married, But I would say fortunately, unfortunately, but my wife was by the time we left the honeymoon, she was pregnant. So we started our family immediately after the wedding. So it's a lot of responsibility and the time together. I tell you, married couples, man, spend time together, man, as much as you can away from the children, because everywhere we go, our children go. But my anniversary is on September 4th. But this Saturday, we were able to go to a theater called Star Cinema Grill and to see Equalizer 3, which, by the way, was probably, quite frankly, is probably the best one out of them. I enjoyed it even better than John Wick, a lot better than John Wick. And it was a great way to cap off. The crazy part, we were on our way to the theater and the navigation told me to keep going straight on 95th. I'm like, why? I go to Bolingbrook and it takes me 30, 35 minutes at the most. As soon as I hopped on the E-way, it said 1 hour. So the 294, if you don't know where that's at, that's one of our roadways, expressways, interstates, or whatever you want to call it, depending on where you live. And the crazy part, dude, there were no exits that were open. So we finally get to an exit and I see two barriers and it says closed. And I see a car go. And I'm like, if he make that right turn, then that means it's open. They just got the sign. So I went, man, that cut off literally 45 minutes from my travel to get on the regular roadway. And then when we got there, we hurry up, we scanned in. And once we walked in, it was the opening scene. I was like, man, I was so mad. But of course, all that anger went away. We ordered our food. We had the chicken and waffles. And what you see in the middle, my God, fried pickles.
Fire.
Dude, bro.
That's fire.
Take the wife out there. Don't even get it.
Who's pregnant? You or her?
Dude, the fried pickles, man, bro. Crazy.
Let's go.
So this was Saturday, man. The fried pickles was off the chain. So the next time I go out there, I'm just getting straight appetizers, bro. Straight appetizers, because sometimes the appetizers be better than the main course. The chicken and waffles had like this spicy syrup. I wasn't a big fan of it. It kind of made my stomach hurt. That combination didn't really sit well, but those fried pickles was amazing. But I'll show you some more pictures, man. This is like the vestibule open area. It's got pool tables. They had games playing on the screens. Bar. This place is definitely a good place for adults when you want to go.
It kind of reminds me of iPick. Is it iPick?
No, it's Star Cinema Grill. But man, dude, it was a beautiful, beautiful location, bro.
Is it better than Hollywood?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, Hollywood is still fun, but the seating is not as comfortable in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
No.
Happy pending anniversary, man. Marriage is a great thing, brother. Elijah Mack, what's going on, bro? Thank you. I appreciate you, bro, man. Thank you, man. We're 18 years married, and on the 17th to be 20 years together. It's a long story why we tried to get married on that day, but something happened. Somebody was hating. but it's all good. We married, and that's all that counts. And I love my wife very dearly, even though sometimes, you know, she can make my eyebrows go like this. But we all good. So it was a great movie, man. So really enjoyed it, man. Really enjoyed it. Anybody on the panel, y'all see did y'all see the movie yet?
No, not yet. Not me.
Believe it or not, I went on my anniversary this past weekend.
Not yet.
Happy
I was
anniversary.
gonna wait for the hype of that now.
Did you see the movie?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
down
so you
to-
did the same thing. We could have double dated.
Well, I went to Marcus out there in Portland, and
Okay.
Wasn't it good?
man,
Wasn't it good though?
it's gonna be a 4. I don't care what nobody tell you,
Absolutely.
because
I think so.
if you notice, I'm not gonna get no spoilers, but that other person that showed up is gonna be the focal point of 4.
Oh yeah. And throughout the movie, yeah. So
Yeah, because it was said.
how many
Denzel
years do that make for
walking
you?
Away from it.
30.
30 years married. That's
And
amazing, man.
That's
That's
Congratulations.
amazing. That's awesome.
plus
Yeah.
3 dating. So yeah, 30.
It was
great.
3 times better than John Wick. Matter of fact, I like the whole Equalizer series better than John Wick, to be honest with you. I'm just keep it real funky.
Yeah, see, I don't like the TV series. I think they did a disjustice.
Oh man, please. I ain't even trying to watch that.
Yeah, I think they counted on that Equalizer, the Denzel, to carry over to the TV adaptation, and it ain't nowhere near the same.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm gonna get into these pictures and then we're gonna get right into it because it's not gonna be a
Was
super
it better
long.
than the one from the 1980s?
Say again.
What'd you say, Dante?
I'm saying from the 1980s. Was it better than the 1980s Equalizer? Was it better than the 1980s Equalizer show? Everybody talk about Queen Latifah, but nobody talks about the original Equalizer, which I thought
original-
Denzel was built off of.
No, it
Because I've
wasn't.
seen 1 and 2. I ain't seen 3 yet.
Well,
I'll tell you this: the original series, none tops that for the acting, the weaponry, the dialogue. No, nothing tops that. But people don't. They're not trying to be funny. Half your audience wasn't born then, so
It's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
compare it,
but
But no, they
True.
can watch that.
now that's a
Very
good
true.
question, Jesse Hernandez. But even Keanu Reeves talks about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because there have been talks about putting them on in the same movie.
Crossover.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be some. That's what we do when it comes to movies. We're gonna compare because they the same type of thing. They both like assassins. They got great fighting skills that get pissed off and they kill everything that's moving. Everything that's bad that's moving. So it's a comparison. I
Hey,
just think that
Hot Toy need to come out with that Equalizer.
dude, there is no action figure existing of Denzel, is it?
No.
No. We all know he's an Academy Award winner, and the licensee probably is going to be more expensive than anything. That's probably why.
Somebody did make Alonzo.
Somebody made a third party.
Denzel, I've never seen him.
Hey man,
A
if
1/6
anybody-
scale Denzel.
Somebody did make the training day figure. I forgot
Oh
who.
well, I need to see it. If anybody can
I forgot
find a
who did it,
training day figure of Denzel, let me know.
Yeah, for
but
real.
anyway, I want to get into some pictures, and then we're gonna talk about 9/11. We ain't gonna be here super duper long tonight, but I do want to get into it. And this is a fan art. Thinking about pulling the trigger that I have from this same company, the one where she's seated on the stool. This is Jessica Rabbit, and this company does really, really, really good work.
That's all called.
For a fan art company. I'm really digging this, man.
That is it's really dope. I mean, I like the lightness and everything. It's really nice, man. The detail is really good.
It's LED lights on the base too, and
Oh,
don't
really?
see- yeah, you don't see that as much from
No, not from
Yeah,
third-party companies.
nah. LED lights. Price on it is pretty good.
Yeah. What's it ranging to?
What you talking about? Price?
Yeah.
G.
Oh, that's not too bad. And there's a 1/3 scale, you said?
Now look, you see, you got the cover up, so it's 2 versions of it. I'm gonna keep sliding.
Okay. Lord have mercy, Lord.
Yeah. But it's 2 versions of it, or you can get both
With
and you get
pasty
like a
on?
discount. Say again.
Really?
No, it doesn't have pasties on it. They just
No,
covered
they
it
up.
because they can't show that on.
It's not that great for the 3rd scale. Yeah. Well, so I don't know. I got the first version where she's sitting in the
Right.
chair. What
Right.
y'all think about
You
this
don't need to
piece?
say nothing else on.
That one is really
I thought they at
dope,
least would've
man.
had a-
I really like it. But the base kind of the way it looks, if you look at it,
Much rap should be on the base.
it looks like Tony Stark's heart.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Looks like Legos with lights in them.
That's the only thing. But hey, it's a third-party company. We
It
can't
does.
expect them to
Even
be
that
like.
ain't what it does.
No, but they got some
Get out
bases.
of there.
Like they got bases. They got a tub on one.
Oh, do they?
Got a couch
Okay.
on one. Yeah, they just went simple with the like a stage type thing, similar to
Okay.
the sideshow Zatanna in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so okay, because of the mirror and all
Yeah,
that.
there you go. It looked like a poker chip. That's right.
Hey, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So I liked it, the simple base. Be honest with you, take up less space. Like, I'm gonna have an area in my collection where it's got more like ladies, lady statues. But Joe, what you think about it?
See, for me, my type of collecting is if I got one piece, I usually want something to augment that piece. And for me, it's a little bit too risque for $1. I'm sorry.
It's I think it's Polystone, but what I would want is Roger Rabbit. That's
Yes.
what I'm hoping the company does.
Yeah.
I hope they do a Roger Rabbit to go with this
I could-
because
When I
no
said that-
fun, dude. I loved that movie when I was a kid and the video game.
You had the video game, dog.
Man, dude, it was fun, dude, and it was difficult. I need to find that video game, bro.
Yeah.
It was
For what system?
Deluxe.
I can't remember, dude, but I know I remember playing it.
The only way you probably might be able to find it is with the download.
What you say?
The only way you're going to be able to cop it is.
What up, Shane?
If I remember correctly.
MTC, Book of Eli, yeah.
Yeah, MC Toys did do Book of Eli. MC Toys did do I think I was looking for.
Get that in the chick from Cool World.
Not Book
Hey,
of Eli.
man,
but
Yeah, that's true.
Training Day, my
That
bad.
game was so awesome, man.
I can give you the link.
What's up, Chicago?
What's
Doc?
up, Chicago Dark Side?
But I'm gonna move past her, but I think she's very beautifully done.
Dark Side in the building.
I love it. It's really nice, man.
This is the
Seriously.
version with that's topless. So if you get both, you get like a
Training Day
$200
was done by
discount.
Hot Toys.
All right. So I'll talk about this real quick. I joined the wait list because episode 5 of Ahsoka is going to be shown at select theaters around the country. There's one theater that's going to be playing it here. I found out about this a little late because once it came out, it was already sold out. So I went on the wait list. I told my uncle about it, Chicago Dark Side, and everybody I could to get on the wait list. So hopefully that convert tomorrow, and then I'm gonna try to get a ride because my car is in the shop.
They should have had it with a mic.
What? What that got to do with going on the wait list for a ticket? What are you talking about? Don't come with the Twilight Zone, man. All right, here go another piece that I am very much considering to add to my.
I like that
line.
piece. You know how I feel.
And this what separates to me. A lot of people go back and forth between Marvel and DC. But the best statues are being made. They are DC statues to me. I think I have both, but shoot, Prime One don't even do Marvel statues, and they one of the best statue companies, if not the best, as far as making polystone statues. And I'm really digging how ambitious this is. If you don't even have to have a whole death metal line, you can get this and put it next to your Batman Who Laughs, the first piece they came out with in the line.
Yep.
The fact that they kept coming out with these means that these done well. So I'm gonna go through the pictures. Y'all can tell me what y'all think. So the bonus is limited to 500. A lot of people in the community saying they really not digging this scope because they want to see her face, but as a bonus piece, it's cool.
Well, it matches the Joker.
The Batman Who Laughs one.
Yeah. So that again, when I was talking about companion pieces, that's perfect.
Yeah, and that's a grail in the community and very hard to find.
Yep, big time.
Now, I think normally Prime One production is pretty close on these pieces. It's a little bit. Hey man, if you're gonna cut in, I gotta hear what you're saying, brother. You started off good. And every time we stop to let Dante talk, he don't ever say nothing. It's his thing to like to talk when you talking. That's what Dante do. He like to talk when you talking. When you stop talking, he stop talking.
Yeah,
exactly. It's like
kind of mirror me or something.
The Harley Quinn.
I just proved my point. So
the Harley Quinn that laughs, I mean, it just look real sinister.
Can't make it up. Cannot make this up. When I give him the floor, nothing comes out. But anyway, the weathering on this helmet, this metal helmet looks real good. I'm just hoping that when they bring out the production, that it's gonna look good.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good. I forgot the name of the hyenas, Bruce and somebody else, but I like the details that they put on the hyenas themselves. That looks so dope.
Mm-hmm.
And the base, oh my god, that base, the details on this statue is really good. It's done really well, and from what you're saying about people saying that they want to see the face, it already comes with two sculpts with the face.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there you go, Bud and Lou. But how many faces of Harley would you actually want? Because there's already two that come where one she's looking to the side and kind of smirking, and one where she's looking dead ahead with a serious look, without anything on her face. So for me, it's like, why would people be wanting more? It's like you want more of the different type of head sculpts that they have, or the iron head sculpts for her, as opposed to having 2 or 3 different faces with her.
What's crazy, man? They put up like 150 pictures. I don't know why. This is a ridiculous amount of pictures, but I guess they
want to show the detail of it, or maybe the photography, the lighting on it.
Mm-hmm. I like this one that shows the bottom of her face and then the mask on the eyes. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's like best of both worlds type thing. This one is good too. But one thing about having multiple swap outs, this one's really cool. This reminds me of Merciless in a way.
Yeah,
it's like all her masks is paying homage to the Merciless as well with this one.
Yeah, it's kind of medieval. That's what it is.
See, she looks more like the undead there. She looks like she's paying homage to the undead.
On this one?
Yeah. Queen of the Undead.
Man, dude, they did a good job on the eyes. I just hope production is this quality that they use the type of paint that's gonna make it pop like that. Do I think they're gonna do it? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's the part that you would just hope that that they give you the best paint that you can possibly get. And to me, by this being limited to 500, maybe like they did with that other piece from Lord of the Rings, have these painted by a special painter or something. I want the paint to pop. I want this stuff to be like production. You know, I know they use camera tricks. But
Right.
man, when you get and then look, if I wish in Chicago that they had some painters, because a lot of pieces I just get repainted and take them to the next level. But
you know, the other part of that is creating a diorama for these things. See, I can build some sets for some things, and that's the other part. It's surrounding that piece. So you could have a piece that's not even painted that well, but if you put the packaging and the diorama together, your next statue, bring it through. I'm gonna put your diorama together, and I'll show you how well we can build them.
yeah, they ain't that easy to move around, but I'll take you up on that.
I'm about to do
a smaller piece.
See what I do with the Dr. Doom over here.
You unboxed it?
I haven't unboxed it, but I'm building in my mind what I want to put around him. I'm gonna build him as the whole castle, and then flaming rockets bursting, and all kind of stuff. You'll see.
Absolutely, your vision.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I do believe that the bonus on this one is worth it. I'm not even gonna front.
I think
However,
it's made already.
what I'm hoping is Prime One don't do is when they
I
don't
think it's
sell
made
out.
already. We got the packaging.
When they don't sell out of, or if they don't get the pre-orders on the regular version, they shrink that down to 100 and then increase this by 500. I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they do that, and they've done that with the Batcave, and then they took the Batcave to 1,000 pieces with the piece with the wrap, the mummy wrap, and now that's in abundance. Where at first you couldn't even get that mummy wrap face, now it's on sale for $890. So I should get a refund for $400 because you made the more rare piece the regular piece. That's the one problem that I got with Prime One. Yeah, you're right, JoJo. You're right. It'll probably add $1,000 to it with a special painter, but you know, on a piece like this, which is more cartoon based, it shouldn't add that much. Maybe 500. You know, when it's a portrait that is of a human likeness, I think it should maybe cost more than of a cartoon comic likeness. It should be easier to paint a comic likeness. Going through, but this a lot of stuff. This is all the stuff you getting with it, man. You
That's
getting
more-
five. You
that's
getting
more
5
than
swap
you
outs
else.
plus a bonus head, so it's 6 heads total.
That's more than you've ever seen with any other. I've never seen that many people as an add-on.
I can't recall seeing 6 heads either.
That's telling
Yeah,
you.
just about. You usually see about 2 of them.
If you, two.
Well, it's. I think it has more. It came more than the Hush, right?
Yeah, and they not showing the bonus head scope on these. But look at these, man. You get 3 different weapons. Right hand chains, 2 different right hand chains are different. And then you get.
Wait a minute. Isn't the bonus head scope the one that's limited to 500?
Yeah. Hopefully
Yeah,
they keep it
that's
that
all.
way. But you know, they like to play games.
Now, one thing that I think Gotham Cinnabites, he had commented on, shout out to him, was are
This
they
is
all going to come with bases?
Yes, you see this?
And
They very
even the-
small, but all the heads coming with its own little base. And
What about the bonus one?
it's got.
That's my
with it.
question.
I would assume it's gonna come with it too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks dope, man. I'm sorry. It looks
So they want
absolutely
1,600 for pretty much for the bonus one. And then that shipping gonna be stupid, and that's what's getting a lot of collectors out of the game is the shipping prices.
Right.
that's where it kills you, right? I think I don't know by experience from ordering such a big piece, but like that's what kills you. Am I right, Fatal? Like
Yeah, but I know
What's on
one thing,
average do they hit you for each box, you think?
dude. So the average shipping from Prime One been about on average about 500, dude, and that's crazy because that used to be a premium format.
Wow, that is crazy.
But
You get a whole premium
however,
format for that price.
however, like I told you today, the
Uh-huh.
Batman, um,
Yeah, that's a good deal.
the Batman Hush is 35%
I
off.
I got it saved on my phone.
So
I'm
now with
still
shipping, because they don't charge tax, you getting it less. You getting it less shipped than it originally cost, even with the shipping. So
wow. That's crazy.
time, you've been talking about that piece for a year, 2 years, man.
You ain't never lie, man.
Come on, Unc, go get it, man. I'll come by your house.
So I think this is my favorite sculpt right here. I like this.
Yeah.
I like this one the best, I believe.
Oh,
But
that yeah, that's dope.
yeah, Big Bad Toy Store always got the flat rate shipping, but they always increase the price.
They do, they do. If who mentioned that?
It's me, Evan.
It's me, Evan. Yeah, they do have that, but you just estimate and look at it, and then look at it when you
So
go
this
into
not that bad.
taxing, like you're purchasing it, and you'll see that the price jumps tremendously.
261 I can deal with. And I always do by boat. What's up, Toy Quest? Yes, sir. Yeah,
What's up, Toy Quest? How you doing, man?
Miguel. Yeah, man. So
Miguel.
what up with it? Yeah, so definitely, man. I look at this as a good deal overall, but would I had liked it to be closer to $13.99? Yeah, but it is what it is, man. What are we gonna do about these prices? Stop buying it,
Right.
True.
or wait till they go on sale and hope you can get a steal on something before it sell out.
There you go.
But this right here got a lot going on with it, and I know this is gonna sell out, and it's probably not gonna take very long. This is a piece that everybody was hyped about when they did the showcase.
Well, I think they're gonna definitely, especially you collectors out there that collect the 1/3. I think it'll sell out due to the fact, because of the fact that you're gonna need a companion piece, like Jomo said, that it's actually got to go with that Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah, get the basic, and then you're gonna be like, dang man, I wish I would have got all them head scopes. So it's the catch-22 about it, bro.
It is. And there's the thing. If you look at the price, there's the thing. Like I said, I don't collect 1/3. But if I did, in all honesty, this is a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
Think about it. You're getting 6 head scopes, and more than likely, they're all going to come with bases, all of them, including a bonus. That in itself. That's a good deal for 1,600. I mean, yeah, the shipping is it's gonna cost. I mean, you get what you pay for. I mean, but this is it's a really nicely detailed piece. They put a lot of time and effort into it, and from what I see, if the production pieces, as opposed to this piece right here, the promo piece, come just as good, oh man, you're good. And Prime One there are no slouches in their production pieces at all. So I mean, you're gonna get high quality from Prime One. They always do a good job. Honestly, they do.
I feel you on that, Joe. She got a lot going on for her. I think I like this mallet though.
Oh, yeah.
And I like the sculpt with the face, the eyes covered, and that mallet.
I like all the swap out pieces. I'm just enthralled by this. This is a dope piece.
See, I like to see this. I like to see Punchline added up on this too, or figure with Punchline and her.
They do got Punchline.
I
They
know
got
that.
a punch sign.
Yeah, I've already tried to get it.
Oh yeah, you want that? Uh
Oh yeah, I bet
Uh-oh.
they had the line when they first announced it.
the base on these look pretty dope, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is clean. That's real clean.
Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna end up pulling the trigger, but I think I'm just gonna what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap the overtime and then buy it straight out. Cause you know what I'm gonna stop doing? Doing the monthly payment plan. What I'm gonna start doing is put down the deposit and then let the money and then just let it sit there. And then when it's
Let
time to
it
ship,
accumulate,
pay
and
it
then
all
you
at
just
once.
pay it all off.
And
Yep.
then I can stack the money. And that way, and I'm gonna start doing that on all my pre-orders. I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
doing monthly payments because then you obligated to make the monthly. And then if you want to get a refund, you gotta wait for them to give it back. That take 3 to 5 business days. Yeah. It's 6 swap outs total with the bonus because you get 1 extra head scope. They did a good job on the teeth and the tongue on this. I just hope that it comes like that because they got saliva dripping. Dude, if they do Bud and Lou like this, that's gonna be off the chain.
Off the chain. I'm telling you, this looks ridiculous, bro.
Well, I mean, I think all of it is too expensive, to be honest with you, in the grand scheme. But this is the extra head scope you getting, and then you getting some extra hand swap outs. This is from PCS. These are 110 scale a set, and they
Oh,
coming out
that's
with
110.
yeah, they coming out with a bunch of them too. They coming out with a
Okay, that's
bunch
a
of
Puma.
these, bro.
It's a Puma and
Um,
Dawson Street Fighter.
and these are 225 for the sets. So they bringing them out with
Okay.
sets. I'm not sure who hey Joe,
So
hey,
basically,
I thought about that before. We can talk about that after the show because me and Unc was almost about to do that. So we'll talk about that. But I think these are cool, like for a collector that don't have that much space. The 110 scale looks great. I can
it
attest to
does.
that. When and they packing a lot of detail in them. The king of 110 is Iron Studios, bar none.
Yes, bar
Um,
none.
and the Sentinel dioramas with all the X-Men proximity pieces. If you are X-Men collecting, you want every piece that's X-Men,
Oh,
especially 90s, you can
yep,
get
they
that.
killed it.
But so PCS is taking a dive into this, and I ain't even gonna front. They looking pretty good. And then the
That
price is
Akuma looks really
225.
good.
225,
And
bro.
so roughly, it's like basically 115 for each figure, basically.
Yep. Yep. And they sell them in dual sets. So I think they really did a good
I
job. And here
think
goes
it's
some
good.
other ones. They got Fei Long with Blanca or Blanca or however you want to pronounce it. M. Bison. Funny, M. Bison. They changed the names from M. Bison and Balrog. Balrog was originally M. Bison, and this was supposed to be Balrog, but they had to change it because licensing, because they made Balrog look like Mike Tyson and they named him M. Bison. So they was just stealing his likeness. So they had to switch the names at the last minute because
Wow.
funny history. But yeah, you got Ryu and Dan. So I'm hoping that they bring out Sagat with Ken. Those are my 2 favorite on the game. You know,
Oh man, that Sagat. I like Sagat a lot too.
if they do Sagat and Ken, that'll be a day one for me, especially at this price point. But yeah, they don't take up a lot
Long
of
and
space.
Blanca. Okay.
And
No,
what they
make it
got
make
is
it
the
make a
whole.
Sagat and Vega.
They gonna all connect some kind of way. So this gonna be some kind of big puzzle thing you put together, some kind of big diorama. So that's cool. And here we
That's
go.
cool.
It's mixed views on this one. I think this might be one of the last pictures I got. Mixed views on this one.
It's Carnage.
So I'm gonna
It's
go
good old
around the panel
Cletus.
and ask everybody what they think. Dante, what you think about this piece? So it's a bust, life-size bust, and
Yeah.
it's got these proximities around it.
They kind of overdid it. I would have liked it if they had like did something where let's say Carnage is on his knees and he's ripping apart Venom. But this right here, they got this
That's another
from
concept.
Max from
Okay.
Carnage. This is Max from
Yeah.
Carnage right here.
Mm-hmm.
See Doppelganger. That's who I thought it was. Doppelganger. You could see Shriek on the second photo that you got. That's from the Max from Carnage comic book series. Black Cat. I actually like the second one.
So
better.
if you had the money to get this ain't nothing you would buy.
First one just look maybe the second one. Yeah, Carnage looks real cute.
All right, Jomo,
Look
what you
almost
think
like
about
they took it from the toy mold from back in the day.
I got a couple of problems with it. I agree with Dante. First of all, it looks too toyish. The other thing about what we do as far as collecting is not only you want it to be appealing to you, but you want other people to somewhat enjoy it too. You know, it's not like Galacticus or Silver Surfer when they have all the, the add-ons added to them, because with this it takes away. You can't see everything at one time. At least with the Galacticus and all the other statues like that, you can see who they're fighting. You can see you can almost see the movement. That's too much for me. I mean, you'd have to turn it around in order to get the full effect, and it have to be on a rotation all the time, which takes away from the whole idea, at least for me.
Okay. What you think about it, huh?
Me personally, I understand where Dante and Jomo are coming from, but me personally, I like it. I think it's dope because this is Carnage, and just like his name, they're with their design, they're showing the carnage in it, and I like the fact of adding all the elements of the different Spider-Man, Venom, and all that into the Carnage thing. I think it's a great concept and it's a great idea for them to come up with it. I like the detailing of it, and yeah, you're right. It would have to be on a rotating thing, but I mean, if you got the time to just put put the base of a rotating thing on there so it could rotate around, that'll be cool. And you just keep it in one area where you got the space for the circumference around it. That way it'll turn on that, because that is an amazing detail on it. I mean, you could see all the elements of each and every character in this base, and then you got the full face of the head sculpt of Carnage on there. I mean, for me, it doesn't take away. It adds onto it, adding the character design and all around it and all that, and all the chaos around it, or the carnage around it. Pun intended. It's done really well to me, I think.
Yep. So there are 3 carnages total. The head bust. This one, it goes over hovering over the buildings, and then the one is like a puppet master on the other side that's got his tentacles over all these other characters.
Right. That's
so.
Right.
My opinion on this is bravo and Adams and everybody at PCS. See, I like y'all to give y'all opinions first, but so I won't sway anybody or try to bully anybody to go on where I want to go. That's why I like this. I absolutely, positively love this. I think this is the best Carnage piece ever made in the history of Carnage pieces. I believe that Carnage is supposed to be chaos, and it's just supposed to be crazy. And when I think about Carnage, I see all of this, and I'm like, man, this dude had a dream, and he woke up. But it wasn't just a dream. It was based on authentic comic book cover. So people who think that this never happened and it wasn't busy, here go the cover that the inspiration came from, ladies and gentlemen, right? And he didn't just get this out of nowhere. Now, the characters are a little bit different than he has, but this came from an actual comic cover. The concept came from it, and I just think they nailed it. I think they nailed it. Although it's not all the same characters, I love the characters that they have on it. Hey, you talk. This is my turn, brother. Hey, I'm gonna exile you, man. You gotta have your thoughts together. You can't put your thoughts on my thoughts, man. Dante good for that, ain't he?
One trying to.
But I absolutely positively
trying to,
love
but
it.
I did speak about Michael Carnage.
I love it, man. I think it's dope. And the price on it is $13.50. Life size busts are not costing $1,300 anymore. And with all of this stuff you getting, yeah, is it busy? Absolutely. But guess what? It's supposed to be busy. And then the neck of the base, when you look at the neck of the base, you see symbiote. And that's exactly what you should see. Everything about symbiote is supposed to be crazy. You know what I mean? And then what he did that was brilliant is people, they know Carnage to not really use his tongue or have his tongue out more than Venom. So there is a magnetic tongue that goes in this as well if you want to add the tongue to it. And I thought that was brilliant. I think that over at PCS right now, they have climbed and they're starting to be one of my favorite companies because they're doing stuff that nobody else is doing.
And they're trying to keep their prices low.
They're trying to give me nightmares.
Yeah. So putting this on a turntable. I got a turntable on my desk. You get a black turntable with this, and
it'll be awesome.
It'll be awesome.
You put a black turntable, you put mirrors all around it.
Me and you both.
Bright lights underneath, and then one up on top.
That's a good idea with the mirror idea. Yeah, that too.
I'd have it smoking.
Yeah, I mean, and if you pass on it, it's only 300 of them made. I think it's gonna end up selling out. I just appreciate all the ambition, and this one I might put behind a glass, because I think it'll be too tempting for people to want to touch it, man.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
So this one, I might end up looking at Legendary Displays because they got the built-in turntables, and you can get them built to the perfect width of this, and then it's glass all the way around or acrylic, and then it'll be spinning. And then you can actually put you can put a Venom bus on top of that. So that's the vision I have for it. The Sideshow Venom bus on top, this inside of a case where that spins with the lighting. That's where I'm going with it.
That's a good idea, man.
They saying it's a rumor Hulk and Venom is gonna have similar concepts. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing. I think it's fire. I want it. And I've already ordered the comic in a 9.8 CGC to go with.
Nice.
I'm gonna get this. Okay. I think it was A+ that showed these pictures of this in hand, and I had this on pre-order and then I canceled it. Prime One told me that if I wanted to reorder it, they'll apply the money towards it. I lost the deposit, but I don't know, man. I'm having some problems from production from Proto on this. Now this looks pretty good, and I know it's based on a comic or a cartoon. I really was digging the concept and all the ambition that went into this one. Some of the texturing and like around the collar, some of the paint apps look a little off for me. I may be tripping, but I think it is. I think I'm right. It seemed like the paint apps are a little off. Because seeing this in person, and then this Batman, for some reason, he looks like a Lego figure, almost like short and stumpy. Now, it could be the camera angle, so I don't want to make too much judgment on it. But that leg looks short. I don't know, man. I'm tripping right now. What y'all think, man? Do this look off?
I mean, from the angle of the picture, it does look off to me. I mean, it does look off, but you got to think about the camera shot that they're taking it at.
Now these cans look crazy. These look real.
Yeah. if you think about it, Fatal, when you're looking and when you're taking a certain picture at a different angle, anything can look short. You can project the picture in a certain way. So you just don't know. I can't make a snap judgment call on that because that's one picture from that angle.
But there's another picture though. So
I need it to be like turned
anybody else
around, like
seen
on the
it?
other side.
Has anybody else seen it, man? This price, if you talking about this one, the price is pretty high. You talking about ship, it's about 3,200. So that's pretty high. It's large. And I think the camera not doing this justice. The dimensions on this is just crazy. But I don't know, man. It's something about that Batman. The Superman, the face being dented in when he get punched is pretty cool. The bonus one got the crack mask on the Batman. I don't know though. I'm tripping, man. Yeah.
Well, the face on him kind of looks kind of Galacticus to me. He doesn't
On
have
who?
on Batman. He doesn't. That's not. For me, it's just something off. From the button, from the
It looked like it came from Superman, Batman, and Justice.
Deflex said this ain't it.
When they were fighting each other.
yeah. I'm.
I like how they concept, but they got the blood coming out his mouth.
Oh yeah,
Man,
I like the indentation of the fist. I mean, it shows movement. I mean that. You can
Exactly, and from it doesn't show the like you can see the veins on there, but it doesn't show the veins like in a proto. The veins in the proto, you can see like the green in his veins because of the kryptonite.
Yeah. So
And the
man,
proto looks better. I mean,
this make me regret canceling my sideshow Superman versus Batman exclusive, the 1/5 scale. Because you know I got the Wolverine versus Hulk, and that piece is crazy good.
that piece is really good. I like that.
A 5th scale, and I should have kept that order because I had the one with the lasers coming out of Superman's eyes, the EX, and I canceled it, and I kind of regret it. You know, I had a lot of high hope for this piece right here, but I don't even think I'm digging how the hairline is painted. It's just something is, and maybe my expectations of it looking realistic when it is based off a comic and a cartoon, but it's some stuff about the paint around the collar that I'm having problems with. The texturing seems like it's digital. I don't know.
What they're trying to do is it's a crossover from their idea of reality with the comic. That's what's going on here. That's why you're seeing the texture on the costume. That's why you're seeing certain, because they're bringing it's like bringing it out from the pages.
I ain't got
of
no
the
problem
comic
with
into
that.
reality.
It's just some things I don't know. This looks like a Lego. I don't know, man. And maybe the cartoon did look like that. I gotta go back and watch it again.
But this thing, the cartoon, he looked kind of boxy shaped and all that. That's the way they
Awkward
designed it.
translation. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. No Ram. I think
Yeah,
that's a
there you go.
good way to describe it. An awkward translation of his art. It looks like one of those die-cast metal mini pieces that came out recently.
Because if you look at, let me see, maybe I could show you too real quick. Some of the, I mean, if you look at Frank Miller's artwork on here, look at the way it's done. It's not done where it's smooth shape.
Can't see
That's not his art. That's not his art. If you look at his artwork, do you see anything that it's shaped like Jim Lee or Todd McFarlane? No, there's no rounding on the muscles here and all that. It's like boxed out, just like in Sin City, the comic or the graphic novel. The same thing.
Yeah.
So you gotta, you know, it's a give and take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's to the preference of the customer. If you want that, then purchase it. If not, then move on, man. If you don't think it is looking right for you, I mean that's how you got to take it. You got to take it with a grain of salt, you know.
Yeah.
Not everything's going to be to our liking. I mean, to the way, like, I mean, and you really liked it at first, but now
Man,
from
look,
when
when
you're
I
seeing
first
it,
saw it, I was going
I know,
crazy.
I know, you were going crazy. You were telling me about it. I was like, me personally, I was like, I
Stocky.
don't know.
He has kind of
But,
look stocky in the comic. That's facts. It's
yeah,
facts. But it just looked like that leg, that back leg looked real short. Now I probably have to see this in person. Hopefully, like in a place like Open Vault Collectibles when they come to the cons in Chicago.
yeah,
But
because they carry these pieces, right?
yeah,
They do.
so there's a sale on Batman Day, but it's more than Batman Day. It's 2 weeks. They got some great deals going on Prime One right now, man. Y'all go and look on the website, especially on that Batcave,
Yeah,
Hush Batcave, and that's the bonus version with the mummy wrap, and it's like 8 something. It's
yeah.
800 and
That
something dollars. So
well,
y'all go
it's
check that out.
that's the one with Hush on one side, right?
Yeah.
Because I got
So
the comic like that.
you go check that out. This
Yeah.
one just came in, y'all. From Alma Panda Studios, the life size Spawn.
Nice.
I'm skeptical. I ordered this 3 years ago. It just came in. It was in 3 boxes. The boxes were fairly light. So I'm just hoping that this piece came out as good as it looked on the protos. I
Okay.
took a big chance with this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to check it out, man. But yeah, I got this one in, and the shipping was kind of slow on it, but it finally came in. I'll be doing an unboxing of this one in a couple weeks. Hopefully, it came out great. Spawn is one of my top 5 characters, so
Yeah.
nobody had done a life size bust to him. Even the other busts I got, the half scales are all fan art because Todd McFarlane's just not rocking with nobody, man. So
No, he's not.
makes it very
I mean,
difficult.
it's very difficult because that's his baby. So, you know.
Yeah. And they also do 6 scale statues over there. So if I like this one, I may order some other stuff from them.
They
And
do 6 scale statues. That might be something I like.
so I'll review. I'm gonna unbox this and review it for you guys and let you know what I think about Alma Panda Studio. But I love Spawn and I'm hoping it comes out great.
I love Spawn. That was my first comic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my first comic that started me off when I was older.
And finally, I guess this is Darth Rashid's blade. So this guy's from Dante left, but this guy's from Chicago, and Dante knows him, and he may be coming on the show, ladies and gentlemen. So
Are you serious?
Yeah, this guy may be coming on the show. From what I heard, he's had conversations with Wesley Snipes before. I would love to have him on the show to interview him. So he went viral a little bit with this picture, and he definitely looking like Blade. If we can get him on the show, man, it's gonna be a fun show, man. He seemed like a guy with a great sense of humor, and Dante knows him. So, yeah, Darth Rashid's Blade, man, in the flesh, baby.
Oh my God, you're
I
gonna.
was hoping, and Rashid has some family business to take care of. I was hoping he could be here to see this.
Okay.
Yeah, but he not. But we hopefully he'll be here for the day we have him
Wow,
on.
bro, that's crazy. I was gonna say I thought it was Wesley for a second there.
Yeah, if he graces us with his presence, I'd love to have him on the show. So
hey, that'd be cool.
That up now. So without further ado, we're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna start off with what Dante said about where he was at. Where he was at. Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, the drink mix. Yeah. No way, bro. This man got the blade pay. Absolutely. So so I'm gonna start off with what Dante said. He said he was
My
getting
brother.
ready. On September 11, 2001, he was getting ready for school and went to his sister's room where the first plane had already crashed into the towers, and went to school after that. and he was in his political science class. This is in college, and the instructor turned on the internet, and we saw the pictures online and talked about it before we saw the actual footage of the second plane hitting the towers. Also hearing about other plane crashes in Philly and the Pentagon. I said when it happened, the planes hit us in our money, the World Trade Centers, and our defense, the Pentagon. Um, when I got up in the morning, so that's where he was at, man. That's what Dante said he was at, and that was a crazy day. Uh, I thought it was surreal, Uh, now, Jomo, um, you didn't see some things in your lifetime, but where were you and what did you feel? And did you think that was like the craziest thing you had ever seen up to that point?
It was, yeah, yeah. I can honestly say that I know what it was probably like in the 40s when Pearl Harbor was bombed. I was at work. I was actually at the Pancake House on 51st Street having breakfast with my sergeant. The first plane hits, and everybody's looking. Second plane hits, and I'm telling them, hey, man, we need to go. We're going to get activated. Third plane hits, and the most surprising thing happened. CPD did not go on alert. None of the municipalities responded to anything, whether it meant pulling people online, getting our act in order. And I will tell you, from my standpoint, it showed, and even to this day, we're not ready. They could do it to us again. We're not ready. 20 years later. Wayward, the first problem is that we're so fractionalized. This country is on a one foot in the grave and one foot on the banana peel, just on its own racial issues. Now, for a time when the planes hit, you could actually see a theme of America. All of us together. It didn't matter Arab or whomever. If you were American, you were that. And the enemy was them, whoever that may be. I can tell you that I went home, put my stuff in order, and waited for a call that never came. And I can tell you this, the scariest thing was that they grounded all the planes. And I don't know if people know this, but Bin Laden's daughter was going to school at UC. The only plane that flew in the whole United States was the one plane leaving Chicago.
Wow.
I was there.
Wow. Man, Redeemer, where were you? How was you feeling?
I was on 18th in Michigan. I believe the
You was pretty
20.
much, it was close to downtown.
Yes, I was in downtown. So yeah, I had just finished preparing my documents so I could go ahead and take them, get filed, and get some zoning taxes done for my law firm. I was a law clerk at the time, and then everybody was. You could see people, scurrying towards a conference room, and I was like, "What's going on?" And then they're like, "A building got hit in New York." And I was like, "What?" And we had went in there and we were watching it live. And then we seen the second plane hit live. And we were just in shock. And then Dennis Pierce of Pearson Associates, he got on the intercom. He called us up. He said, "Everybody go home, go with your families. It's not safe to be in downtown. Everybody's permitted to go home." So I rushed to go. I had to go get my daughter from preschool. I was a little bit, of course, I was anxious and I was scared because that's I was more thinking about my daughter than anything. And then we had to catch the train. We had to, it was like it was pretty tripped out, and my thoughts on the whole thing was like, my goodness, all those people, and you get one anxiety, then you get saddened by what had happened and what transpired with the whole situation, and it was just like it was that like in your words, it was surreal to me. It just freaked me out. Like it was like, what is going on,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Let me add one thing to that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know. Chicago was actually a proposed target. We were under
Yeah, that's true. You're right.
supposed to be the number 2, the next target. Air cover for Chicago is actually flown out of Minnesota with afterburners. It takes them 2 minutes to get here. Now you can ask me, I'll know this later, but I will also share this with you. Because of our Constitution, our warplanes can't even fly armed over the continental United States. So what are we going to do, ram them?
That's true.
Fact. That's a fact. The air guard that was at one time supposed to be put in where Midway was supposed to be a squadron, but when Mayor Daley tore that up, he got rid of that. So, like I say, air cover even for us is flown out of Minnesota. No warplane can fly over the continent of the United States with weapons on hot weapons.
And they know that too.
Did you
They
know
already do their research.
there's a building? There's a couple of reasons they didn't hit Chicago. The 3 buildings that were targeted were Sears Tower, the Hancock, and there's a building that's actually the third twin of the Twin Towers. Now, let me tell you why they didn't go after those 3 buildings. Hancock is a pyramid. You can't blow it down. The Sears Tower is actually 5 interlocking towers. Can't blow them down. The third one, which mirrors the Twin Towers, was they went with the Twin Towers went so high was to beat Chicago because we had that same building here. And I'll show you a picture of which building it was. And that building was evacuated after the third plane went in, the building was evacuated. Built on the same type of structure.
Man, that's crazy. I remember where I was at. I was actually in training. I was in the academy in my second week, and I was in the jogging suit, and we were just sitting there about to have class, and then all the commotion, because it was early in the morning, the commotion in the building, and then they turned on a little TV that we had in the corner, little tube TV, and we actually were sitting there watching the second one hit, and it was like, this is a movie. This not real. No way. Nobody is crazy enough to do this to us, right? I was 21, 22, and I'm like, this can't be happening. And the first thing that popped up in my mind after getting through that was Sears Tower, now Willis. And I was like, man, dude, they about to hit it. Because there's no way that you hit those 2 and then you're not thinking about all the other well-known tall buildings around the U.S. And when you got over the fact that this was not a hoax, this was not a prank, this was real, it got really scary. And I remember them telling us, everybody out of the class, and we had to go to like the gym. So we like, man, what we gonna do? Like, we don't have nothing. We just started. We didn't have any equipment. We haven't even purchased all that stuff yet. So we were just jogging suits, and if we had to get into something, it was just hands, hands and feet. We didn't have much training at that point because we was brand new. Most of us were kids, And at 21, 22, you gotta realize your brain is pretty much the same as it was when you was 18. Now, I was already in the military, so I already had like a mentality that things can happen like this. And I had signed the line saying that if anything happened in the world, I was ready to go because I joined the military when I was 17, going on 18. So I knew that it was going to impact me. I knew it. And anybody else that was in the military in my class at the academy, I knew it was going to impact me some kind of way.
Right.
But that day we thought we was going like mobilizing downtown or something,
We were supposed
and just standing on corners or something. It was scary, but in another sense though, I was ready to go do some heroic stuff. Like I was like charged and scared at the same exact time because
Right.
everything that I signed up for in life was to be a hero. So I know that with being a hero, we look up to these comic book characters and all that, you know, but when you sign up to be a hero, you know that you putting your life at stake. But it's a willingness for those who really are called. And when I say called, I'm talking about the ones that God calls to the cause. And I always think about Matthew 5:5-9, which says, "Blessed are the peacekeepers, for they will be called the children of God." And the people who come into like law enforcement or military, the ones that a good percentage of them are called, right? And those are the ones that make the largest impact in their professions. And so I was ready, jogger suit. I'm like, man, we finna go save some lives, man. But it was still so scary, man, and surreal, and it didn't seem real. And even to this day, you like, they did that for real? Like that really happened to us? And I remember as a young officer, after all of that, I almost got deployed because it became Operation Enduring Freedom. But my unit took volunteers, and they got 50 volunteers that they needed within 30 seconds because people knew they was deploying to Germany first. So that's where I guess have a little fun and you train. But I wanted to finish my training, so I didn't volunteer. But then I almost got deployed again, and then my date came up, and I ended up getting an honorable discharge, and things started tapering off. But the respect that people had for first responders at that time was so crazy, man. Like everybody respected you, and it's a noble profession still, what we do. But unfortunately, some of our colleagues around the country have unethically discharged their office, and it makes law enforcement look bad, like one person. But during that time, though, man, it was almost impossible for somebody to do something bad that was gonna really be on the news. That was crazy because people were just in love with first responders because they saw the sacrifice that was made by the men and women in all facets of first responders, whether it was policemen, firefighters, paramedics. They saw them go into buildings that was falling down, right? Not running to and dying. And many of them have suffered from cancer and all kinds of stuff, mental health issues, man, and
PTSD.
it's PTSD, the selflessness of holding that office high, where you got a wife, children, or husband, children at home, but you're gonna go in. And when you saw the movie they did about it, and how serious it was, documentaries done on it, and when you see people that are willing to risk their life to save strangers, people they never met in their entire life, that's the true essence of a first responder. And that's what the memories of 9/11 have put in my head, that even to this day I'm willing to make that sacrifice to save a human. And I got a wife and 3 kids at home. And when we go through stuff like that, we realize how fragile and how precious life is, and all the other rigmarole don't matter. Race doesn't matter. Yeah, you should be proud of your ethnic background, your upbringing, and your culture, but at the same time, you should be able to respect other cultures and come together, because I saw so much love for one another, and it was just like human. And it's a shame. It's just like when somebody dies in the family, and then you go to a funeral. It's like a family reunion. That that part about us, I don't understand as human beings. Why do it take tragedy to bring us together? We
That's
need
true.
to we need to just step up and just say, I love you, my brother, my sisters, everybody, and if we just can hold on to that, a lot of things in the world will be better, you know.
Man.
I got pictures from the. I had friends in New York, and at the time, White Sox were traveling, and their security was with them, so they couldn't get out of New York. So I got pictures the day after and the day of. I've got some pictures that I won't even show, but because I used to teach class on terrorism, and the 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 sheer amount of intelligence that it took to pull that off was indicative of the level of evil that it abounds in our world. Now, let me say that again. There is evil in this world. Let's not kid ourselves. Because who would think to take a plane and dive it into a building because you don't like the way someone lives? That's evil. I'm sorry. There's no. You just can't.
And willing to kill yourself.
Right. There's just nothing in my vocabulary or in my mind or any of my teachings that makes me hate you that much. I'm not doing it.
Nah.
But if you saw the sheer the mass destruction, it's
The soot, man,
if,
that
if-
makes me emotional when I
yeah.
see the soot that people were covered in.
Oh my
Because
God.
as when I was younger, I didn't realize how detrimental that was going to be to their health.
Asbestos.
Yeah, I'm just thinking they can take a shower, they gonna be good. But
They
now
do.
fast forward to where I'm at today, a lot of them died.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the people that was covered in
Yeah.
that soot died. And when you're watching it live, you think, oh, they good, man. All they got is some dust on them.
I don't know if you remember the picture of the black lady. She was so covered they thought she was white.
Yeah.
Yep.
She
Yeah.
died of cancer because of all that
She
stuff.
died from cancer. And you didn't know, like I didn't understand. Like I said, at 21, your brain is not much different than when you're 18. Your brain don't fully develop till you 25. So you still kind of a goofball. You might still put gum under a table. That's the kind of stuff you do when you're in that age range. And you don't really grasp the levity of the situation. It's kind of like, okay, but when you see the soot, you didn't really think that was gonna have detrimental effects on people, and a lot of them died. A lot, and it's terrible, man.
It's absolutely terrible.
9/11 taught us a big lesson, the biggest lesson I think that our country, and I love my country, born and raised, but it taught us a lesson, man, that we can't take nothing for granted. And you don't want to live your life in constant fear or worry, because I'm a Christian. I don't live in fear. But you also have to, and I think everybody should be prepared, for anything, but yeah, don't live your life in fear, but be prepared. But I just think that we all can learn to be kind to one another, man. We
Amen.
can. This statue collecting community, the stuff we talk about, it is it's pure innocence. When I do the mentoring with children, I thought about bringing them to comic book conventions to give them something different to do. And if everybody connects with the lives of young people, if it's just one, but you know, we do 30 every year, and I'm trying to increase that, spreading kindness, giving them something else to do. The world can incrementally get better. You know, I do believe, you know, it's a lot of negativity. That's why I don't watch TV no more. I don't watch um, the rap music is way too salacious. Is just out of hand, and I think it's a design to bring people down. Because if you think that stuff is good and fruitful, it's not. And that's why I try to keep my channel clean as possible. Um, you know, because kids need a good image. Kids need good image, because when they get bad image, they can grow up to be, like Jomo said, evil. And it's evil is always going to exist. But how do we face it? How do we face evil? You know, so the Martin Luther King said the only way to drown out darkness is with light.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't and even if you're not a Christian, you know, I'm a Christian, 100,000%. I wear a cross on my forehead on my channel, man, so y'all will know. I love my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, you know, and I believe that He is the light of the world. And if we let's think about it, I think about Jesus and say, even if He was just a comic book character or folklore, if you were to live your life like Him and He wasn't real, you still be on top. You know, you still, if you were trying to uphold the standards in which He lived His life, even if He wasn't real, the world would be a better place. You know, so uh, you know, and in all comics, they all get their ideas from Scripture. All of the little gods, the little G gods, and all of these comic books, they get their ideas from Scripture. They powers, all of that stuff is derived from the ideas of Scripture, man. There's a book about it, you know, but all about, kindness come from somewhere, bro. It come from a higher power. It just don't come from within. Um, we just didn't get here by happenstance. We not molecules that just form from nothingness. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't have emotion.
Exactly.
The earth couldn't spin on the axis so perfect that our feet stay on the ground because the gravity is perfect. We wouldn't be far enough away from the sun where we don't burn, but close enough where we don't freeze. It's a very great thought out design, and we all living here in this world. We all together, and we all need to come together as one beat, one sound. Cause I can appreciate, man, like I see our statue collector over there in Thailand. To meet somebody way over there, and then to be able to be on YouTube with them and have conversations about the same stuff, right? That is the coolest thing in the world, bro.
It is.
Like whoever would have thought. That's probably one of the greatest things. Like Hunter the Collector. I think he's in England or something. You got people in Canada. Shane. They all in Canada. You meeting people from not just the country, the world, and we all get along when we have common stuff that we like. Statue collecting, comic books. So when you put all that together, and we can have conversations with one another, and not have not one single iota of hate in our heart for a brother across the globe. Think about that. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm so glad to have Jomo back, though.
Yeah, definitely. It's good. It's good seeing it. I haven't seen it for a while. I was asking Fatal not too long ago. I was like, man, how's Joe doing, man?
Yeah, man, look, Joe busy, but Jomo is a collector from the old school, when they was collecting diecast cars, he building stuff. And I've been knowing Joe since I had long braids, since I was 24, 25 years old. So, a bit of 2 decades. great brother. And it was funny because for all these years that we would, come in contact with each other and work, he always called me little brother or little Seal because he followed my grandfather's music, Seal Johnson, and
Oh,
he used to
yeah.
call me little Seal all the time. And it was not, I did not know he was a collector. How do we find out about that? I think when you joined the KoolNerdz page on Facebook or something.
We were talking about something one day, and you told me check out my page. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh heck no, he does this. I'm like, man, all this time I didn't know. You know?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah. And how long you been collecting?
Longer than you've been alive, dude.
All right.
I mean,
I'm glad.
literally.
I'm glad you said that because I got a question. And
Mhm.
I know there's an answer to this. There's something that you had in your collection that would have been worth a lot of money, and you didn't either preserve it or you didn't keep it. Which one is it, and how bad did you regret it?
My GI Joe with the Kung Fu grip. No, it wasn't GI Joe. I had the original.
Wow. Was it the
12-inch.
Yes, the 12.
Wow,
Could you
that
imagine
is
if you had that
crazy.
pristine in a box if you'd have just kept two?
I got the actual one that first came out. There was two things. I had the GI Joe, and I had the James Bond briefcase with the gun and the knife and the little penny holder.
Wow. Did you have the first Kenner Darth Vader action figure?
No.
It came out in 78.
No.
In pristine condition, that one sold for like over $1 million.
I got a question for Joe.
Uh-oh.
Did you have the Jungle Gym where they started G.I. Joe from?
No, did not.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do. Remember when G.I. Joe first came out, he was
Mhm.
white. There were no
Right.
Didn't come out till 70 something.
I think in the 70s, yeah.
I actually there was a 1-year release. You're not gonna believe this. There was a King doll and there was a Malcolm X doll.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
A third party did do a Martin Luther King, and I didn't get it, and now it sold out. But
I remember you showed me that.
I missed out on that. I missed out on that Eartha Kitt 6 scale. I should have grabbed. Now I can't find her again.
Was that by Barbie?
Nah, Eartha Kitt was by a third party company, and I missed out. Barbie might have did one. Yeah.
G.I. Joe, the original G.I. Joe, when they started making Ken dolls, they were based on G.I. Joe.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, man. Old school times, man. Hey, I said we weren't gonna go long. We just over an hour and a half. Let you know tomorrow, I'm going to be going live again, and we're gonna be unboxing the Sideshow Collectibles Premium for Matt Catano.
Let's go.
We coming up on episode 5, which will be played in select theaters. Tonight I'm catching up on all the episodes. Man, I got to meet Rosario Dawson. She's twice in my life. She took a picture with my wife and my oldest daughter when she was like 1.5. Then
Beautiful woman, inside and out.
Yeah, definitely out. Shoot, we old, man. I can't lie. Me and her the same age. She's about 3 weeks older than me. Yeah, we was born the same month, same year, May 79. Man, is a very beautiful person, man. Like this welcoming spirit, and I think she's a really good actress as well. I think she's really underrated, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she is.
Of course she is.
She's really underrated. She did a heck of a job in 7 Pounds, and she doing. I mean, when they made her
Sin City.
I mean, they couldn't have picked a better actress to be Ahsoka. Like she looked like the cartoon, bro.
You gotta see her in Haunted Mansion. It's funny. Again, no spoilers.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. She did work in Haunted Mansion. I heard the special effects are off the chain.
Hey, Unc, man.
You,
what you doing tonight, man? I ain't got no car, man. You should come school me. We should go see a movie, man. I'm stuck in the crib, bro. We both off. I'm on vacation. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here struggling, man. Look, my car got hit, parking lot damage. Been in the shop for a month and a half. My rental ran out with my this is a quick story before I get off. So my rental time ran out. So then Enterprise called me and they say, "Hey, sir, you 2 days over." So you didn't already charge me $48 for those 2 days. Then I couldn't get to them over the weekend because I had to take my wife out, and so I took it back today. So then I'm like, "Hey, I need a ride home." They was like, "Sure, no problem." I gave my address. They said, "No, that's 20 minutes out. That's too far." And I was like, "Really?" And then it was cold, kind of rainy today. So I walked across the street, got me a sandwich from Jimmy John's. The body shop was right down the street. Talked to that dude. He said, "Look, we can put your bumper back together, but it's a bottom piece that still got a scratch on it, and we waiting on it to come in." So I go over there. This dude come off lunch. I said, "Yeah, my car ready?" He said, "No, 30 minutes." So I'm like, "All right, cool." So I'm trying to be patient because I feel like my head is about to explode because all the anger building up. And I said, "It's 9/11. I'm just gonna chill." I had already got on the insurance company. I wasn't too happy about how all this went because I was like, "Y'all can extend me. Y'all refer me to this body shop now." So I'm sitting there. I eat the rest of my sandwich. And then when an hour passes by, I step up. I said, "Hey, is my car ready?" So it went over. I gave him another 30. He was like, "Nah." I said, "Man, I'm about to order an Uber." So Uber pull up in 20 minutes. But when I see this Uber pull up, he pull up aggressive, right? So I get in the back. Uber mad raggedy, Joe. It's got like seat covers. And I'm like, "Oh man, Buddy got the windows down, brain coming in the car, hitting me all in the face. He driving, swerving, boom, 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 hitting his brakes. And every time he come to a light, he was impatient. So then I started getting, my stomach started hurting, man. I was in the back seat of the Uber. I was nauseous, man. And he kept trying to go down side streets. I'm like, what is he doing? Why don't we just take the main street? I ain't never been in an Uber like this before, man. And I'm like, look, my lower back already tight. This man tossing me around. I'm like, look, then when he get to my neighborhood, I'm on 97. He come down 103rd into the neighborhood. Now he going through the blocks. I'm like, why he ain't just go down in there? I was like, oh Lord. I was like, please, Lord. And he almost got hit, bro.
No.
And I was like, please don't let this man get in an accident. I just been in the accident. I'm hurting already. I'm like, man, I get home. I went upstairs and I just fell on the bed and went to sleep, bro, for an hour. I was drained. Cause look, the time I dropped off my car and the time I got home, it was almost 4 o'clock, bro. I sat in that place for almost 3 hours and my car still ain't ready. And then I had to drop off the other car. And then I made a mistake because I was cleaning up the car while I was pumping the gas. Cause you know, they say bring it back where it was at. Yep. Why I put more gas in there than necessary. So I told them at Enterprise, hey, I put more gas in there than I was supposed to. So I'm thinking they're gonna give me at least $10 off my whole bill. You know what she said? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I'm like, I put $50 in this tank. I pulled it up to like where it was just a quarter empty but it was supposed to be 2 notches over half. Man, I put more gas in there. I was like, that was my lunch money. So I had a day, man. I didn't even say nothing to my wife when I walked in the house. And
she was just like, hey honey, how was your day?
No, she didn't say none of that. She didn't say none of that. She was running the daycare with the kids. So the crazy part, I was just like, man, Lord help me, because I am not happy right now. Like, it is, you know, my car is brand new and I ain't drove it since August 6th, bro. I ain't drove my car since August 6th, and it was just minor bumper damage. I thought they was just gonna replace the bumper. They telling me parts on back order. I said, for a brand new car, y'all don't have extra parts? Well, you know, the 2024s are being made and they may not want to use. I said, that's what they need to do. It's the same body.
That's
Give me
crazy.
a bumper. And then I said, I bet you the part that y'all looking for ain't even over $200. He said, let me look, $194. I said, $194 piece, man, and y'all ain't get it in. So it's now I'm out here on my feet, man. I'll text my wife, I'm just finna hop on the bus, pouting. Yeah, man. Cause she was gonna come get me, but she had a student teacher conference today for my youngest. And she was like, man, can you make it? I was like, man, don't worry about it. Take care of your business. Cause I ain't got no problem getting on the bus. I ain't scared. But I took the Uber and I rather would have been on the bus. mid ride, I was like, man, and he was cool. I was talking to him and everything. Cause it's weird being in the back seat of somebody's car and not saying nothing. But I almost was like, hey man, pull over. Like you remember when Doughboy was about to go do the hit, and
yeah.
my man was in the back. He was like, "Hey, Doe,
Cuba Gooden, pull over,
Gooden
man.
Was like, he was like,
pull over, man.
Pull over, man. Hey, Doe, pull over." That's. I'm like, is this man going to do something bad? Man, I was in there scared. I'm sitting in the back. Like, man, let me make sure my seatbelt all the way in.
You're like, oh my goodness, what is going on?
Look, I was just in Vegas. I had to take Uber everywhere. They was on point. You know, in Vegas, they be on point. Absolutely, man. They be on point, man. They cars be nice, you know.
Oh no, they're like that. You know where else they're like that? Florida, they're like that too.
It's a good gig though, man. Like, dude,
it is.
Think about it, man. With Uber, you can make a lot of money. You know, all you gotta do is have a clean driving record and some hustle in you. If I was an Uber driver though, I have an electric car.
Yeah, definitely save more money.
Yeah, I'd be killing. Man, I'd be killing, bro. I'd be killing. And that's something fun to do, like when you're older, but I just can't see me being an Uber driver without having something to separate me from the people in the back. I don't know. Because a lot of Uber drivers been getting robbed by these young fools. And they have. I don't know how they do it without getting caught.
See, Uber, I believe not, just like CTI says, or CTA, you can't arm yourself. Because I guarantee you, if a couple of them got popped, they wouldn't be messing with them cats.
Of course.
That's true.
I always thought bus drivers should have be able to be armed. Because I remember a bus driver on 63rd Street, and it was some buildings like around King, somewhere around there, and there was a fight, and she was trying to break it up, and the girl cut her face open with a razor blade.
Yes,
so indeed. Yeah, that's a dangerous job. And they stopped putting those acrylic stanchions right there. Yeah. I knew a girl who worked for CTA. She was from Inglewood though. She was like, man, you know how many people these little girls I didn't put the full fops on? She said, I beat them off the bus. So some bus drivers don't play that, man. I remember one time, man, I was in high school and my buddy, he was short. It was a token of 15 cents and he was short, right? So I'm like, he put the token in there. Bus driver say token of 15 cents. So he was like, man, you ain't gonna let me slide, man, for 15 cents. He was like, man, get off the bus. He was like, what about my token? He was like, you shouldn't have put the token in there. So we cracking up because we young and goofy, you know, 15 years old. We just laughing. So he was like, man, I ain't getting off the bus. Man, this bus driver got up, man, all the 6'4", 270. Man, he tossed my boy off the bus like a little rag doll. That little door slid, that door shut, and then he pulled off. Man, my boy was sitting there. He looked like his nose almost touched the bus. It was like Dante with his face being the screen. We was just laughing. It's like, man, dang, bus driver bogus, man. He threw my man on the bus like that. Man, he threw him off the bus like he was an action figure, man. Vadi Va, my boy LeVars, man. I think we was sophomore. toss this man like a rag doll. Oh my God. Yeah, dude. Them good old days, man.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
Man. Hey, and it was like he had the face like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
He probably nobody knows the trouble I see.
Nobody knows my sorrow. Yeah, man. High school, dude. The good old
Oh
days.
man,
The good old
those are
days.
good old days.
Yeah, man. So we just shooting the poop right now, y'all. But you know, it's good. Laughter is good for the soul, man.
Yes, sir, it
Definitely good for the
is.
soul. But yeah, man, I got some big things coming. I want to do some unboxings with Jomo. Did you unbox everything yet?
No, actually, there's still Mando and the child is still boxed up. Back
You know I got that right here.
Oh, you did? Oh, you
I
dog.
unboxed it. You talking about the sideshow statue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I unboxed it. It's sitting on my table.
Yeah, I still got the Silver Surfer. Like I say, Galacticus is still sitting here. He's pissed off. I hear him knocking on the box every night. Like, let me out, man. Let me out.
Thank you for being here. Your friend got sprayed with mace. Yeah, they man, they do not play.
They don't play.
You unboxed Dr. Doom?
No, everybody's
Hey, man,
still.
we need to do a live unboxing of Dr. Doom. I didn't pick that piece up.
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
we need to do one on the channel. So, I do got a new a new show on Tuesdays called Stat Tuesdays.
You gonna get maced.
Yep, Stat Tuesdays. So episode 1 is tomorrow. It's Ahsoka Tano, the inaugural show of Stat Tuesdays, and it's gonna be a 6:05 CST. Now I might not do that every week, but that'll be the day I do live unboxings. Some unboxings I don't know. I think I do like doing live unboxings, and then I like doing my reviews pre-recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Live unboxings is fun because you get to share the experience live with other people. You know, so Stat Tuesdays, I might do a pre-recorded and then so I can chat with you guys. Stat Tuesdays. They gotta roll off the tongue, man.
God bless you.
God bless me. Stat Tuesday. I will be, but I have been very careful with the button. Your vision. I haven't been buying any new pieces. Financially, I got some things I got to take care of. So just kind of hoping it don't sell out. And I'm of the mentality now, and I have to be stronger in this. That if I don't get it, it wasn't meant. If I don't get it, it wasn't meant. I already did my part 1 episode on like behind the collecting. I'm gonna do another collecting another show to that's gonna be like a 3 or 4 part series. So I kicked it off because a lot of times, man, people blow the budget to buy things and they put themselves, and I have done it before too, so I can be transparent. So you got to be careful. You just can't buy everything. Nobody can have everything, man.
No.
And I would not get the ultimate bonus because it's too big of a piece to put on a spinner. So if I got it, it'd be the second tier, and get the Alfred to sit next to it. That's how I would go with that one. So I love Batman above all characters. So like Jomo is a Trekkie, and they coming out with a lot of 6 scale figures, bro.
Yeah, but they're not. Some of them aren't true. So a true Trekkie knows which ones is right, which ones is wrong.
Yeah, that Detective 1000, I think it's on sale. Check out that Batman sale on Prime 1. Although I think the shipping price is out of hand, they still probably the #1 company in the world right now. But I think the bubble about to bust on these companies, man. I have this gut feeling that eventually everything you're gonna have to buy is gonna be custom, and it's gonna be limited pieces, like 25 to 50. So
Yeah.
And I hope you're wrong. I pray you're wrong. But you know, if we do, again, we'll have to have a sidebar. All of us. That
I
idea.
like that Spider-Man. I like that Spider-Man PS5. I had it in my cart because I'm gonna do something with my setup with this desk. There's some mounts that go under the desk, and I might have a PlayStation and an Xbox mounted at the desk. But I still like to have one for my boys come over. But to me, immersive gaming, where you can have a steering wheel and a paddle under your desk, or you can play with the screen right there, it's more immersive, and you more into it, and you can see the screen better with an 82-inch screen TV, dude. If you playing something like Call of Duty, man, you got to be like, you know, you got to be so. But I might be considering that one if I can get my hands on it. You know, Spider-Man is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Yeah, and he's a very profitable. I think he just eclipsed Batman for most profitable character of all time, man. And Batman is like number 2, and Superman number 3. So it is what it is. A clear desktop. Ooh, man. See you boy. Acrylic desktop, and you can see your PlayStation under it. That'll be dope. But I ain't spending that type of money. I got a desk already, man. The only thing about the scary part. So I got this is an IKEA. What I think I want to do is get a custom made from wood desktop that they can screw into the bottom. So anything I screw on that solid wood, and I've seen some people do some really dope desktops that go on top of those legs that move up and down. And then if anything you mount, you ain't got to worry about it coming off because you can get it thick. You can drill like a 3-inch screw in there in the brackets, and you don't have to worry about nothing falling. You know, so I don't know, man. Yeah, that the faceplates was like $69, I think, and they sold out. And that's all you really needed to do was get the faceplates and buy the controller. But they sold out really quickly, and I don't think they gonna bring them out again. But you always can get skinnets too. I've done some nice things with skinnets.
Yeah, skinnets are nice too. I like the skinnets.
You gotta be good with hand-eye coordination to laying it down, or it can come out really, really funky looking, man. You know. Yeah. Yep, man. So definitely have fun. Glad Jomo was back. Hopefully you're gonna be more of a staple on the show. I like the vibe with you on the show.
Yes, sir.
You know, and then you can do some of those unboxings. Like, so I will pull you up on the solo format like this, and then I know you have other cameras, so you can show another angle of the unboxing because I've been over there. I saw your setup. You actually taught me how to put together my Rode mic. So I know my Rode caster, which is right here, and that's why I'm able to do all that stuff.
Glad you got that now instead of what you was about to do.
Yes, I'm glad I got it. Now I have to learn how to do it, program the key so I can do like stuff like that. And
I'll show you when you get a chance. Bring Uncle over here too, so we can get him hooked up.
Hey man,
oh, here we go.
Give me a ride. So maybe we'll slide down on you this week, man. Because we both off right now. I'm off.
The office is wide open.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Jomo got some stuff, man. And you know what? It's when I go over your house, it feels nostalgic. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
cool.
I feel like I get in a little time machine and go back to the future because he got some old school stuff. Like building, like probably the only person I know to still do it because people used to do it back in the day a lot. Is build those remote control cars, and you still doing it. Yeah. So I think we should highlight one of your cars on the show. Stuff like that is different than what we typically see in our community. And I like pop culture. I was even considered changing my name from Fatal to Collector to something else.
Nah.
Like Fatal Media, but Fatal the Collector got a ring to it.
Yeah.
I mean, 'cause even if you
got the
collect,
brand now, brother. Come on.
I'm a brand. Fatal the Collector, statue reviews and lectures, giveaways and raffles that leave our followers baffled.
Oh my God. And
God
there's
fearing and God love. Hey, look, I see the subtleness of your patriarchy. The Captain America.
Oh, yeah.
I see what you did. I see what you did, man. I think I got a hat with a flag on it. I didn't feel like going to my hat box, so
Right.
I just wore this one today, which I'm proud to wear. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think we had a good time tonight, y'all, man.
Yes,
Chopping
you
it
did.
up. And on a Monday night, people stay out later than I even think because there's still people watching, man. So appreciate y'all very much. Do I do my outro? It wouldn't be me.
Go ahead, do your thing, man.
It wouldn't be me. Hey, you remember this, Joe? It's been a while. Yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
All right, don't make me stop playing because you know I will.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's your man Fatal. This has been a KoolNerdz, episode 38. When we get to 1,000 subs, y'all already know what it is. We giving away a diorama of Harley versus Batman. It's dope. It's like a fifth scale. It's got a lot going on. Tracks, Bud and Lou. I'm gonna give that away to somebody. Some other stuff is coming out in the mail. I owe somebody a piece for catching me say one curse word, man. But that's all right. I'm sending it out. I was kind of stuck in the house when I had the little injury, but I'm gonna get it out to you. Tomorrow, you can catch me live again at 6:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be unboxing the Ahsoka Tano premium format by Sideshow Collectibles. It's a beautiful statue. Glad I have it reasonably priced, so it might urge you to go ahead and pull the trigger on that piece when I show it tomorrow. If you want to join me, man, y'all hit me up on the Facebook Fatal the Collector page. Send me a message, man. I send you a link, and I can have many people up to 10, here with me when I do the unboxing. So shout out if you want to. We got other shows coming. Can you be a Christian and a collector? Me and my uncle gonna be doing that show, and any other Christian that really is into your faith, if you want to join us on that show so we can have a discussion about that. Being a Christian and being a collector. Are we making idols? So, but tomorrow is Stat Tuesday. So y'all join me for Stat Tuesday tomorrow, 6:05 p.m. Central Standard Time. I appreciate y'all joining me. I appreciate my panel. So grateful to have my man Jomo back in the building, bring a different perspective to our collective community. Definitely happy to have him here, man. That's my guy. My Uncle Redeemer here. Hurt couldn't be here tonight, and the rest of the guys that you normally see. Dante was here. He had to stab out. But definitely had a fun time, man. Hey, pray for all the families that were affected by 9/11. It's been 22 years. I pray that we never have to go through something like that ever again. But I think that we should always understand, like Jomo said, there's evil in the world, and we have to understand that. And by understanding that, we will be better prepared to deal with something that may face us again in the future, hopefully never again. But I believe in prayer, and I'm always going to pray for everybody around the world. And as always, y'all know what it is. It's a peace and a God bless you.
It's Fatal the Collector.
With statue reviews and lectures, giveaways and raffles that'll leave our followers baffled. God fearing and God loving with new reviews up in the oven.
So press like, comment, and go ahead get the subbing.
Collecting is a hobby, we do not make it an idol, but on this channel we gon' bring the heat.
That'll let us compete with our rivals.
Tours and conversation in this cool nerds nation. So sit back, relax, and let us take you on a convention vacation.
From conversation to cosplay, MCU, DCU.
We got everything for you.
Batman is my favorite, DC.
Marvel is Black Panther, R.I.P. Chad B.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall, in any kind of weather, we collecting forever.
Just like, comment, and subscribe to Fatal, the Collector.
Nah, it was taken by British soldiers in Benin. But it's from Wakanda, and it's made of vibranium. Don't trip. I'm gonna take it off your hands.
What's up, YouTube? It's Fatal the Collector, and look behind me.